Hi everyone, this is Nikki Rowland and today I have a layout for Lottie Loves Paper. I'm using the absolutely beautiful Garden Party collection by Maggie Holmes, American Crafts. I'm focusing on this one paper, which is like a pinky purpley flat floral. So it's a very, very pale pink in the background and it has these really pretty pink and purple flowers all over it. They're obviously completely ideal for fussy cutting. So I'm in my element there because I love a bit of fussy cutting. What I'm scrapbooking is my road. We just live in a little tiny close with 5 houses, and all the way along the road are cherry blossom trees. So of course once a year they all flower and they look beautiful, and it's my total happy place. You know, I walk out of my front door and I think, oh, we live in the most beautiful road. Of course it only lasts for 2 weeks, but during that time, which is right now, I'm just love it, absolutely love it. I just can't stop taking photos and I just feel so happy every time I walk down the road and see all of my beautiful blossom trees all in flower. That's what I'm documenting today, and this paper is obviously completely perfect because it's pink flowers. So I have fussy cut a large section, it's not large, but a section for the top of the page. So basically I just cut around some of the flowers but kept it all as one piece. And that's going to be like a canopy at the top of my layout. And my idea is to have lots of other flowers raining down because the blossom, it is just falling from the trees continuously at the moment. It doesn't help that it's windy and rainy, which is a real shame. But I did manage to snap some photos when the sun was out for today's layout. Blossom everywhere at the moment. My children's shoes are covered in it. It's all inside the house. It's everywhere. And you get a shower of it every time you walk down the road. So I thought I would have all these little flowers raining down from the top canopy, which is kind of representing the trees overhead. So that's the idea behind the layout. I fussy cut around that top section, and now I'm just fussy cutting out a load of other flowers that I'm going to use on the layout as well. I'm not going to use millions of them. I want them to form some layers under my photos, and some of them to be raised up, some of them to be raining down. So I'm just going to have a little play around and figure out how I want things to look. And then before I commit and get everything stuck in place, I also have this Bramble Fox perspective that I'd like to use. It just says details. It's in a black script font and was in the May Fox box. So that's one that I haven't managed to use yet. So I thought I would see if I could get that onto this layout because it is one of the details of my life that I just love so much. That lovely, lovely cherry blossom. Okay, so I fiddled around a bit off camera and committed to an arrangement on the layout that I was happy with. So I've pulled out a tag, from the ephemera, the Garden Party ephemera, and that's behind my photos. You can see how I've arranged my 2 photos together over on the left side of the layout, and I have a whole load of flowers coming out from underneath the bottom of the photos, kind of like in a vertical design. And I also have some flowers over on the right hand side as well, and then I have all these little ones that are raining down. So I've skipped forward a little bit at this point, and I've got a lot of that already stuck. I also stitched around the top of the layout as well, that just gave me a little machine stitched white border there. At the top where the tag is, I've added some black and white gingham ribbon and tied that through with pink baker's twine as well. And then I'm just pulling out some embellishments from the Maggie Holmes Garden Party collection that will work. So I'm really looking at colour. So I'm really looking at the pinks and the purples. I love the purpley colour in this collection. It's kind of like a dark pinky purple, and it just works so well. So I've pulled out a chipboard that says love. I've pulled out a chipboard house. Of course, this these photos are not of my house, but they are of my road where I live. So I figured a house made complete sense. So I'm just sticking some of those chipboards down with my hot glue gun. I have a little buzzy bee who has got pink wings. That's so cute. And I'm just going to continue to fussy cut out a few flowers and make sure that I'm happy with how everything is looking. I've added some flowers along the top section of the layout as well. So where I already have the large floral area at the top, I've added some extra flowers popped up on foam pads as well. You can't really see it on the video, but in real life you can see the extra dimension. And I've got some tucked around the top of the photos as well. Over on the right hand side, I've just added another one to that little cluster over there. I had one little flower fussy cut out, but I wanted a slightly bigger section, basically to mirror the section where all the photos are. And so I had to just add an extra fussy cut flower over on that section as well. I have added the Bramble Fox Details Perspective title. That's going to be my title. And then I've also got a little Bramble Fox butterfly in that almost the exact same shade as the purple in this collection. So I've added that over on the right hand side. I've also added a little Bramble Fox toadstool or mushroom just under the photo. There are no mushrooms down my road, but it was the right colour, so anything goes, right? It was one thing that I had in my stash that I just wanted to get used up. So just now adding some sequins. So I love Spiegel Mum Scrap sequins. This is a set called Unicorn Dust. It's pretty old, but still lovely. It's got pinks and whites, and it's got little black hearts in it as well. So that all goes really well. I've obviously got the black title on this layout, a real contrast against all the pretty pinks. So having little bits of black dotted around and the black ribbon as well works really well. Just kind of makes it have a real big impact. Okay, so all my sequins are now stuck in place. I just kind of scattered those around. I had to be a bit careful with how I positioned them because I wanted them hearts all to be around the right way and that kind of thing. So just handwriting in a little bit of journaling now, just underneath the left photo. I'm using a black journaling pen because I've got quite a bit of black on the layout already. And then just adding in some splatters of pink paint that is called Sweetheart, and it's by Shimmers. So just using a paintbrush to splatter all over those areas on the left and on the right as well, not at the top. Okay, and that is my layout complete. It was quite quick actually. I mean, the fussy cutting took a little while, but not too bad. And I really love how this turned out. It really does remind me of the blossom all raining down from the cherry trees. So I absolutely love this layout. I'm so happy with how it came out. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you have enjoyed this layout. That was Nikki Rowland for Lottie Loves Paper.